We've been walking for some time. I couldn't say exactly how long, but the moon had begun its descent. The dark woods grew darker still, and shadows seemingly more menacing. I knew that this journey wouldn't be nice, but why did it have to seem so perilous? I was scared, but comforted by my companion. Quo. He almost blends into the background as I look to him, but I know he's there, by the gentle weight upon my shoulder and the warmth that comes with him.
We have a problem,
Quo said, anxiously, which, to be honest, ruptured my comfort. What is it? I asked as calmly as I could manage. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing's wrong.
He assured me.
It's just...
He paused. I felt his claws start to twitch a little, playing with the cloth on my shoulder. Nervously, he proceeded to say,
I'm a day bird.
I'll admit I was confused by this statement. I didn't really understand. What's a daybird? I asked, almost too quickly, but curiosity had me in its clutches. With a sigh, Quo replied,
Wow. It means I can't see too well at night.
I could feel him move his body away from me, ashamed for not telling me sooner.
I thought with the moonlight I could guide us, but now it's disappearing.
The sadness in his voice caught my heart. It felt like I was punishing him by my own expectations. Don't worry about it, Quo, I said, as I brushed my hand down his back. You can't help who you are or what you are, and I'm most thankful for your help. Quo turned to me.
Thank you,
He said, with a little catch in his throat.
Could we rest here, please, until the sun comes back?
He asked me. Quo, you can be quite a silly bird, I said, as jokingly as I can. You're my guide, you're in charge. As I gave him a tiny tap upon his wing.
Then rest we shall,
Quo announced, his happiness almost returning in an instant. Holding back my laughter, I found an area where I could lay down comfortably. Though, to be honest, I wasn't exactly tired at this point. Almost as if I'd just come out of the grave. But I had a sense that it would potentially put Quo at ease. Which I was right about, as he nestled himself up to me, wriggling into my clothes for warmth. It would be cute if I didn't know how sentient he was. Still, I didn't mind. Due to the circumstances, it was nice to have someone close to me. Even though I didn't think I was tired, I slowly closed my eyes and drifted away into a deep sleep, lulled by a strange and compelling dream. Swirling purple mists, glowing in a pure void, dancing around me, lifting me. And as it came close to my face, a flash, a bang, 1,000 lights shooting off far into the distance, and then they stopped. Only for a moment. Then flew back together, forming a purple crystal in front of my eyes, glowing with the same glow that emanates from me, and with a tinge, a twinkle, it spoke to me. Remember, it whispered. as everything faded to black. That's when I awoke. Drearily, I pulled myself back from the land of Nod and back to reality. My eyes being burdened by the sunlight streaming from a canopy high above me. Slowly images came back into focus, the green of the leaves, the stoic tree trunks. It took me a moment as the image slowly got sharper, but something was wrong with it. Why was everything upside down? A simple question ran through my head, but quickly an answer came to me, and of course it's a simple answer to a simple question. And I feel you might already know the answer. I was upside down. No, wait, there's more. I was upside down, and I was swaying from side to side. Yes, it was obvious. It was why I was upside down, bound tight. Easy prey to whoever caught us. Wait. Hang on. Where's Core? I started coming back quicker, the adrenaline and fear running through me as I tried in vain to see, but alas, I could not see him. I could not see Core. Core! I called out ever so quietly, but listened carefully. But nothing. Core! I tried again, but still the woods were silent. Or at least they were. As I struggled and wriggled and forced myself around in my binds, I heard it. Faint at first, but growing louder. I looked around as best I could, swinging back and forth, staring from tree to tree, but seeing nothing. The sound, it came again, this time, running closer and louder. With each sound, it appears to be catching me, a scratching, a snapping, a moving, a bristle and brush. Where was it coming from, and where was Core? I knew that I brought him back before, but I didn't know if I could do it again. Scratch. I felt a scratch, and a twinge by my side, fear pulsing through me. What was it? What was it doing to me? Why was it doing it to me? What's going on? Core called out, muffled by the bindings that wrapped around me tightly. I cannot properly express how much of a relief I felt just knowing that Core wasn't lost to me. But then again, it wasn't exactly relaxing to have him squirming around. His claws alone were beginning to become a problem. Wait, that's it. His claws. Core, I called out, can you hear me? Of course I can, he said through the pines. What's going on? We've been tied up and are upside down, I said as calmly as I could. But I don't think they realize they tied you up as well. Oh, okay, he mumbled. So, what do we do now? Well, we can wait and see why they tied us up, I said jokingly. I thought it best to keep a lighter tone considering the situation. Or you could use your claws to cut us free. Okay, Paul said as he readjusted himself. I didn't know sarcasm was one of your powers. Slowly he began to scratch away at the bindings, cutting away strand by strand, the threads snapping apart and giving away under the strain of our weight before inevitably, snap. We were free, and plummeted to the floor in a manner most ungraceful, but we were free. I picked myself up before grabbing Core and lifting him as high as I could and spat on the spot. Oh, you beautiful bird, you wonderful, brilliant bird, you, I said with such glee in my heart that I didn't even notice our captors slowly creeping to where we stood.
Not that I'm grateful to feel the wind in my feathers again,
Quoth said, concern growing in his voice.
but we still don't know who tied us up or why.
I stopped in my tracks. A sudden fear of the unknown trickled through me. Quoth was right. And who knows where our unknown assailant might show up next? Suddenly I became aware of my surroundings. The wind sounded louder, the trees seemed denser. It felt like everything was slowly creeping closer. Anxiety taking over, fear growing. But we have a chance. We're at least free now. I just need to find a weapon. Then we have a chance. Well, my options were limited. Actually, there was only one option to me. Sticks. Sticks all around, but none looked formidable. And then, a cracking behind me. I span around to see nothing. But I saw a staff-like stick. Finally, something good. I ran to it. I grabbed it with two hands and tried to pick it up, but it seemed rooted. It wouldn't budge. No. This was a small tree, if anything. With the right leverage, I would be able to break the roots or at least pull them free. So once more I grabbed hold and I pulled and I strained, and with a great effort I felt it was moving. Yes, we can stand and we can fight, and the stick, it was still rising. I thought I'd stopped pulling. No, I had. I was just holding onto it now, as it raised up into the air.
Let go!
Or he yelled at me. But I couldn't. I was caught by fear, struck dumb and unable to move as I was lifted a few feet above the ground and came face to face with the true owner of the stick. Well, it wasn't really a stick. It was a leg. I realized that as I was brought eye to a vision of fear incarnate. Its eyes pure black that felt like it stared directly into my soul. Saliva dropping from its jaws, breathing in, it felt like it was tasting the very essence of me. This great spider, twitching at the idea of sinking those fangs deep into my flesh, pulling me closer, pulled back its head, and in a single gesture, it lunged towards me.